Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. The headline is Watchdog warns or warnings of VA employees with criminal backgrounds prompt key senator to push for fixes. So a while back, I had actually done a video, created a video, whatever you want to call it, and pushed that out regarding a watchdog's warnings of VA employees with criminal backgrounds. And so now it's interesting to see that there is a senator who is latching onto that a little bit and going to be asking for some, I guess, some additional safeguards. So I'm interested to see here what this article brings. This is from military.com. Happy to share it with you. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. All right, so moving on through here, let's see. Where does it start? Well, I guess it starts here. Here we go. Following years of watchdog reports revealing shortfalls in background checks for Department of Veterans Affairs employees and contractors, including a report last month on contractors with criminal records, a top senator is demanding the department deliver him an action plan to do better by next month. As the Inspector General and Government Accountability Office have clearly articulated time and time again through inadequate screening processes for employees ranging from direct care providers to security personnel to contracted child care providers, VA is placing the health and safety of veterans, their families, the public, and your workforce as a whole at unacceptable risk, said Senator Jerry Moran, the ranking member of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee. That he wrote that in a letter Tuesday to the VA Secretary. Moving on here, it says by April 19th, which is, here we are, March 19th. So by April 19th, or where are we? February, March. Yeah, March, April. Okay. So we're March 19th now. And by April 19th, please provide me with your comprehensive plan to include any legislative needs to make certain VA's workforce will be screened and held at the highest professional standards, Moran added. Moran's letter comes after a February report from the VA's Inspector General that found that the department was not complying with its own policies on background checks for contractors, putting the health and safety of veterans and other employees at risk. For example, at the St. Cloud VA Medical Center in Minnesota, none of its 73 contractors employed as security guards had been vetted, and the Inspector General found that 38 of them had criminal records. The criminal records included arrests and convictions ranging from petty misdemeanors to felonies such as disorderly conduct, domestic abuse, physical and sexual assault, financial card fraud, and terroristic threats. Wonderful. The IG report said. During the performance of the contract, VA police, St. Cloud officials, and the VA OIG were notified about improper behavior by the unvetted contractor employees, including stalking female VA and contractor employees, sexually harassing and assaulting other employees, getting into altercations at the medical center that required police intervention, and bragging to coworkers about being a gang member. Perfect. Of 286, I don't even know what to say. It's like, really? And you're hiring these people. Come on. So of the 286 total contracted employees reviewed by the IG, there was no evidence 215 had completed a fingerprint check, and no evidence 225 had completed any background check according to the report. This is just laziness. February's IG report comes after years of similar findings by the same office and the same Government Accountability Office. A March 2018 IG investigation found the Veterans Health Administration was not ensuring background investigation requirements were being met at medical facilities nationwide, and a September 2023 IG report found the same issues still exist. Here's my little thought right now, and I've done these before. The little IG reports about, VA employee this, fraud scheme this, stole this from the pharmacy, did this, did that. Maybe if you did a better job hiring, you wouldn't have criminals working for you doing criminal things. All right, costing millions of dollars. All right, let's move on. The IG in September 2021 also concluded that a proper background check could have flagged a nursing assistant who was convicted of killing at least 7 patients. The IG in September 2021 also concluded that a proper background check could have flagged a nursing assistant who was convicted of killing at least 7 patients. Wow. Meanwhile, in several reports in recent years, the GAO, Government Accountability Office, has found that VA guidance doesn't have directions or for conducting oversight of service contracts that the department has failed to identify. Potentially more than 12,000 employees with drug-related criminal histories, and that several facilities had hired providers whose licenses have been revoked because the facilities were unaware of policies that revoked licenses. The February IG report called for the Deputy VA Secretary to develop fresh policies and procedures for vetting contractors. In a response included in the report, the VA said its Human Resource Office has already developed standardized vetting processes and that various policies and clauses are continuously reviewed and updated in a normal course of business as necessary. In his letter, Moran had the response as a bureaucratic, nothing to see here dismissal of a well-founded and critically necessary recommendation by the VA's Inspector General. I agree. Moran requested that the VA secretary be personally involved in crafting a plan to fix the vetting issues, arguing that subordinate offices were responsible for the problems relevant in the I agree, relevant in the Watchdog reports. Something at this level and this complexity and this length of time, with the consequences as major as death, yeah, I think that you need to have your feet to the fire a little bit as the secretary of the department. Moving on here, this is the last quotation. When our government oversight partners disclose serious deficiencies in VA's ability to manage its workforce, VA leadership should provide an explanation and commit to own the shortcomings until they are rectified, Moran wrote to the VA secretary. The numerous reports referenced above clearly demonstrate that your personal leadership is necessary to ensure the safety and well-being of veterans, the American public as a whole, and the VA's workforce. I agree wholeheartedly. I'm glad that somebody is taking this serious and pushing the VA to act in a responsible manner. No wonder veterans are scared to go to the VA for care. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.